Hi everybody, it's Mark Messier, and you're listening to Blueshirt Underground Show, the #1 Rangers podcast. Make sure you tune in and find out all the latest news. Let's go Rangers!
Blueshirt Underground, motherfucker!
Can't BS a Ranger fan.
This is an unlawful gathering. This is an unlawful gathering. The truth is out there. The truth is out there.
This is the underground. This is new media. This is the underground. This is new media.
Ranger fans, report to the critical thinking hangar. Ranger fans, report to the critical thinking hangar.
And now here is the starting lineup for the New York Rangers. And now here is the starting lineup for the New York Rangers.
This is New York Rangers hockey. 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 This is New York.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Blueshirt Underground Show. Today is Thursday. It is October. I almost said December. It is October the 27th. My name is Jim, and as always, I'm joined on the other side of the window by the one and only Eddie Geik. Eddie, you heard the horn, brother. You know what that means. We are in panic mode. It is a full-blown 3-5 out of the playoffs. Ranger crisis, my friend. Ranger crisis. Come on, New York.
Hasn't been good the last week and a half, for sure.
Let me ask, I'm going to start by asking you a question. If I said to you on September the 15th that, Edward, we would sit here on the show on October 27th, and the best thing in your life right now would be the Jets, and for me, the Giants, you would have thought, oh, man, are we in trouble?
Yeah. Well,
but here we sit.
Yeah. Well, I would say that the Giants wouldn't surprise me because they do have somewhat of a winning pedigree compared to the Jets. I would not think the Jets would be where they are. I mean, I don't think they've been. But yes, and the Rangers would be struggling. I would be really surprised. Not really surprised. I mean, if you would say, what are they, 3-5-2 or something with these loser points and shit?
In my mind, 3-5.
Oh, okay. So this is your conversion rate.
Well, I mean, they're what, 3-2 or something? You either win or you lose. If
Right.
you lose,
Okay. I mean,
it's 3-5.
Without getting into that, you know, if he said to me in the beginning of the season that's what their record's going to be, I would be okay. Well, you know, it's very, very early.
Gets laid early, as Yogi used to say.
Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, they, you know, like, it's not for the lack of getting shots on net, even though a lot of people say, well, the quality of the shots and the lack of getting the second shot, which is always important. The greasy goal in front of the net could be a problem. And they're getting shots on net. I mean, they had 40 plus against Colorado. They had 40 plus against the Islanders. You know, I mean, am I worried? Yeah, I see several things. I mean, there's more stuff that's happening off the ice that annoys the shit out of me. I mean, what could you really get on? Let me ask you this, Jim. is it too easy to? Is it too early to be pointing the fingers at people and the coach? And I mean, we out of reaction, knee-jerk reaction, we do that. But is there any real things that you could put your finger on at this juncture why they're struggling?
Where's our leading goal scorer from last year? This is, the more that I don't care if it's 8 games into the season. And don't give me Howie. I saw you post it in the chat. It's not 3-3-2. It's 3-5. I went through this with you guys last year. You either win or you lose. 3-5. There's no more ties in this league. You either win or you lose. Anyway,
so you're
the more everybody makes excuses. I've already seen the excuse wheel. Kreider's a slow starter. Kreider's this. Kreider's that. Was Kreider a slow starter last year? Did he have 10? Did he have like 15 goals in the first 2 games? All right, maybe that's an exaggeration.
Well, my frustration with Kreider is,
I mean, I'm frustrated with a couple of guys, but right now he's top of the. He's near the top of the heat.
It's his lack of 5-on-5. I mean, I know he's got a goal and an assist 5-on-5 this year. Whoop-de-doo. But if he's not standing in that corner on the power play, tapping that puck in, what the fuck is he doing? I mean, he doesn't have a good. His shot is no good. He's got no moves, and that's apparently backed up by the coach, who won't even put a 52-goal score in the shootout. What have you? The skills competition. They'd rather have Capo Caco taking shots than Chris Kreider. I don't know. 5-on-5. I got to see more, Chris. I just got to see more. I mean, I'm not just killing him, but certainly a guy.
Slow starter, throw it out the window. Chris Kreider already had the 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. He had 7 goals. Or no, excuse me, 6 goals in his first 8 games last year.
Wow, you got a good memory.
Don't give me the slow starter excuse. He's not. He didn't start slow last year.
Well, I guess when you get 52 goals, you're pretty consistent the whole year. So,
right.
So yeah, that makes sense that you.
There's a lot of things going wrong. What are they doing? I mean, what are they doing well right now? What are they doing well? Power play.
Well, I got a couple bright spots. I know you guys wanted me to come on, and I'll get to that.
All right.
There are a couple things that I like. I mean, you got to say Adam Fox has been great, man. He's been tremendous. He is been great. I think Vinny Trocheck's fit in pretty well. I mean, he was noticeable in the game last night. I mean, maybe
he was playing with a lot of edge last night.
Yeah, right. I mean, and he's great on the faceoffs. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing. So I was a little worried about, him filling in for Strome. I think my biggest bugaboos with the Rangers right now is that third pairing defenseman, all 3 of them, the 3 Stooges, they just, I know they're young, okay, and so you give them all of the room and and it's a hard position to play. But Braden Schneider and Zach Jones and Libor Hayek, when they're on the ice, especially with that 4th line combination, it's like, holy shit, I'm scared. I mean, I'm like, because that 4th line is so bad. Ryan Reeves absolutely stinks. He's like a -4. That whole third line is like a -4. I mean, like they're
fourth line, you mean?
4th line, yeah, 4th line. Are all like minus their line. They're all like you can't be a heavy minus when you play 6 minutes a game. I'm sorry. I mean, that's been it's something you talked about in the offseason. We've been talking about. You need an energy line. And listen, the Rangers lost Tyler Mott, and they lost a lot of guys in the offseason. But it's disheartening because you'd like to see the Rangers establish a forecheck. Philip Hedl gets hurt. Philip Brittle is weak. Again.
Again.
And I don't know even how he got a concussion on that play. I didn't see it. It looked like it was his arm or something.
I want to love this guy, but he's got to play. Right? I want to love this guy, but I got to get him on the ice. Like, remember when Torch said about Voltek Volsky, can't get him out of the tub?
Yeah.
Can't get him out of the tub? That's the way I feel with Hedl.
Yeah.
I want to love the guy, but we can't get him out of the tub.
And people are mentioning Kako. I've seen a little bit more. Again, it's got to translate into goals eventually, but still, he's been playing better. I don't have many answers. I mean, if that power play does not work, the Rangers aren't going to win a game. It's very hard for them to win when you got guys like Barclay Goodrow scoring, and certainly that's appreciated. You want him to add, but when your big guys don't put the puck in the net, how are you going to win? Well, Panarin's gotten off to a good start, but Kreider, Zibanejad to a certain extent, but see, Zibanejad gives you a whole complete game. To me,
right.
Kreider is, and he's killing penalties. I don't want to get too crazy on anybody, really, but I'm sure there's a million reasons why the Rangers are losing. By the people out there conjecturing that Vitaly Kravtsov is too soft to play in the NHL, that his combined 22 minutes on ice has contributed to the Rangers' horrible start.
I'm just starting to wonder how much Kadarius Kravtsov, what's going on there with the intestinal fortitude, the testicular fortitude. Sometimes there's bumps and bruises. This guy gets bumped,
but
his 7 minutes into his first game, he gets bumped, and we don't see him for 2 weeks. And he comes back, he plays a game, and the second night he's gone again. With another injury. I mean, is this guy just unlucky, or is there a little bit of
Can he just be hurt? Can he just be hurt without some kind of backstory to the whole thing?
I'm just asking.
He played last year, before he got sent to Russia. I mean, left for Russia.
Now he's playing with men.
Hey, he's playing with men. He's playing with Ryan Reeves. Again, he's the least of the Rangers' problems right now. I mean, he's basically getting a tryout, and if hopefully his value increases
pretty soon, it will turn into a buyout.
Tryout into a buyout.
Tryout into a buyout.
And also, you don't want to fall into like one of these tropes where every Russian is lazy, every Russian is soft.
I don't think that at all. But
okay, well, a lot of people have that.
I think. And I don't even think it's I don't even know if it's I don't even want to call it a lazy trait, but a toughness trait.
Well,
I mean, I'm sorry, but when I see a guy like Ryan Lindgren go down, block a shot, get up, and then go block another shot with it just throwing his body everywhere, and that guy doesn't miss a fucking shift.
How many Ryan
bumps into a pillow in the middle of the ice, and he's out for 2 weeks. I gotta wonder.
Well, there are just some guys. I mean, listen, how many Ryan Lindgrens are in the league? Maybe one other guy that can do what.
Yeah, but I'm not just okay. Ryan Lindgren is just the first one that comes to mind. There's a lot of guys on the Rangers like that. Barclay Goodrow playing on a broken ankle. There's a lot of guys like that. There's a lot of hockey players like that. Vitaly. I'm just. You gotta wonder. You gotta wonder: is this guy just going to coast, collect his paycheck, steal some Ranger
again,
ducats,
I'm
and
not.
and hightail it out of here.
I am not here to defend his play because I really was very disappointed with his play. Krasov's play. For me, he doesn't. When I watch him play, he's always upright. Like he's never crouching and wanted to win a puck battle. He's too upright. He's not engaged physically. So I totally agree with you there.
Ryan Lindgren is getting pushed in front of NYC subways every day and pops right back up. Kravtsov gets a paper cut from one of Valaket's charts, and he's out for weeks.
Again, that's your opinion. I mean, what can I do? I'm not. I just said, and I don't think I'm not going to make excuses for the guy. He hasn't played well. Am I going to, and then he gets hurt on that first play, and you're just like, what the fuck? This guy he's a problem child as it is in most people's mind. And then he comes out of the gate and he's like, I'm hurt. And then, like you said, 2 weeks later, I'm hurt again.
Right. I mean,
so, there's schlubs all over this team. You think Julian Gauthier comes out and has a fairly good game against the freaking Islanders, and everybody's ready to throw him a parade?
Can I tell
you
something?
Stunk for 3 years.
Can I tell you something about Julian Gauthier? I swear to God, last night, or I don't know, it was a minute or two into the game, a couple of minutes into the game, he gets the puck, and he's flying down ice, and you can see he's starting to put a little space between him and the Islander defenseman. And I swear to God, my mind is working. It's all going in slow motion in my head. And I'm thinking, here it comes. This is it. He's back. He's going to finally become the player. He's going to start writing the story. Look at, here it comes. And he just shoots the puck right into Sorokin's pad. I'm like, nope, short story. Just a pamphlet, kids.
Yeah.
Just a pamphlet.
Yet he hangs around year after year. I wish he was injury prone.
What's that? How you wish he was?
He was soft. Like, get the fuck out of this team.
He can obviously. I mean, there's no questioning his skating ability. For a big dude, he can skate and he can fly. But man, what the hands of Bree Walker, as you used to say.
He just can't put the puck in there. And then they were talking in preseason that he was going to play a little more physical because he's big. Forget about it. I really think that third pairing defense. You see Brock Nelson go around Libor Hayek like he was standing still last night.
Yes.
I mean, Zach Jones is good offensively, but he's got a long way to go learning the defensive. And Schneider is taking his lumps too.
He does. He is definitely.
I can accept that. You know what I'm saying?
I can live with Zach Jones and Schneider getting a little picked on. I can live with it. They're 20, 21, 22, whatever.
Yeah, and I like the top four. I mean, have you heard any of like Trouba's not a good captain yet? I mean, is that next? Another trope? Great player, but the Ryan McDonough thing or the Brian Leach thing that we constantly, they'll go, well, Trouba's not really a good leader. Is it?
I think just the opposite. I think he's a good leader, and it's obvious. It was obvious in the odes that the players made to him that he is universally respected in that locker room.
Well, how come they're not? 5-1 and whatever they're supposed to be.
Well, there's a couple of reasons why they're not, why they're 3-5 and not 7-1. First of all, you go back and look at the first two games, and the power play was firing on all cylinders, obviously, and that's excuse me. Obviously that is a huge part of their game, but not only that, but they were. The first two lines were dominating possession. They were when the first two lines were on the ice, they were just cycling, shooting. It was just shift after shift was just dominant. The other team had no answer for it. Now it seems like, yeah, in the last 2 games, the shots have come, but I don't feel like there's a lot of quality shots, and I just don't feel like the lines are dominating. I didn't think they made – Sorokin had whatever it was, 41, 42.
Yeah, but there wasn't a lot.
I didn't feel like he worked – I didn't feel like they made him work that hard last night. That's just me. And maybe Georgiev, maybe a little more, a few more quality shots. What's up, Rock? How you doing? But I just don't feel like there's something's not right. Something's missing.
Well, I
don't know what's going on.
Well, I really thought after the first couple games, they kind of just said, like very dismissive of losing everybody in the offseason. I couldn't believe that they had kind of kept the chemistry going, but, they lost an awful lot of guys. I mean, again, I don't have to tell you guys, Vetrano, Kopp, Mott, we got Strom Trocheck played well, I think. There's a couple other guys I'm missing in there. But they just don't seem to really have a really that battle level, I guess, what they call it. They don't get a lot of second chances. I mean, Zibanejad, one-timer.
Well, that's the other thing I wanted to talk about is that power play has somehow evolved from the first 2 games from a passing and shooting power play to let's do whatever we have to do to set up Mika Zibanejad for the one-timer. And if it doesn't work, well, we'll try it again later. There's nothing else going on that power play. There's no – I mean, where's Chris Kreider in front of the net for the tip-ins? What happened to that? What happened to doing that? What happened to shooting from the point? Everything now seems to be designed to get Mika Zibanejad the one-timer.
Yeah, I mean –
and guess what? It's not fooling anybody.
He seems to get open. It's just a question whether he hits the net or not.
Well, I mean, look,
that's
great players get open.
Right, and also
he's got to be doing it for 157 years.
There's also got to be some other plans, not just that one thing, it's too early for me to really get on anybody. I mean, I think
not me.
Oh wow, yeah,
I'm getting on.
Well, I'm all over the some other stuff outside of the lineup. But what do you guys think about Gallant? Is this any onus you put on Gallant and his
first of all
leaving timeouts in the bag?
First of all, he looked like a made man behind the bench last night.
Oh yeah, he's wearing that like a brown suit or something.
Black suit, black shirt, gray tie. I thought he was a pit boss at Caesar's Palace. We're gonna play Pygon Polka. Blackjack, 21, deal with wins. Double down.
And here, you want to talk about something that makes me hot. Oh, boy. I'm going to go off. I'm going to put the Sam and Joe stuff aside. This fucking broadcast, it really is. The whole MSG way of thinking is just so retarded. And I'm going to say that word. That's what it is. It's fucking retarded. I want to say, and Sean McCaff brought this to my attention, and I know they did do this. When the team doesn't play well and they do the post-game interview with Gallant, and he snaps. He gets a little chippy. He doesn't go full-blown. Well, it's that Macagliano there guy, or it's, what's the name? Maui, and whatever it is. He'll get chirpy, and
he doesn't like Molly Walker.
He doesn't like losing, which I like in a coach.
But he doesn't. I don't think he likes her personally.
Okay.
When he answers her, good or bad, there's an edge to his voice. I don't know if it's just because he doesn't like her. I don't know if it's because he doesn't like her questions. I don't know if it's because he's got a thing about women. I don't know what it is. He don't like Molly Walker.
Could be.
That's just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. He'll tell me I'm wrong. You're very, very wrong.
You're
But-
very wrong. But what these idiots do on the broadcast is that when they upload it to YouTube, they edit out all his little chirps.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
so
yeah,
it's
Sean was saying
sanitized
that
for your
last year.
protection. What,
Yeah.
are we so sensitive in this world? I can't hear a coach chirp about a game to get a little bit. We all have to run to a safe place because somebody got a little agitated. The coach of my team, who I want to see that. If I watch the unedited version, I'm like, well, this guy don't give a shit.
I don't think it's got anything to do with, are we as a society so sensitive?
I think they think that.
No, I think it's MSG just wants everything sanitized.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're afraid that when someone watches that, they're gonna, our coach doesn't like the reporters. Our coach said something. Well, they can edit when he says, if he ever says anything bad about a player, which nowadays they don't really do. But it's disingenuous. It's that whole organization. First of all, this organization stinks. I mean, this organization from top to bottom is one of the most futile franchises in history. We're basically how the Cubs were when they won the World Series, before they won the World Series. I mean, I love them. They got they don't honor our bad history.
We're a couple of bounces away from being the Maple Leafs.
Really? That's what I'm saying. So stop treating this
We're
like
a Nathan
some
Lafayette
kind of-
goalpost away from being the Maple Leafs.
I mean, like all of you, I love this show with all my heart, but I'm starting to think that this is just not worth it. I mean, I love the show and all that, but I got to watch a broadcast with two guys who can't announce, okay? I got to watch a game with the glitchy fucking graphics now in the back. I got to watch a road game that has, all MSG things all around it, the fucking digital MSG and, the Jersey Mikes or whatever. It don't make sense.
The Wiz, Models.
Yeah, like I'm watching all their sponsors away. I used to like to watch the opposing team, see Conoco. That's a good gas. That must be Canadian gas. I used to, all these little intangible things that I used to like about hockey have completely been erased. Then I got to watch some game last night. I watched the Ranger game, and they got fucking Dennis Potvin on. I don't care. You think it's cute with the Potvin socks? Right. I nearly hurled when I heard that Mike Keenan tried to get fucking Dennis Potvin in '94.
You didn't know that?
I had heard it at the time, but come on, it was preposterous. I thought it was. The guy was retired for 6 years, but to hear him confirm that, I mean, I was gonna throw up. I was like, imagine. He's like, number 5 was available. The fact that Dennis Potvin most likely would have followed Barry Beck in the number 5 fucking thing, one of my heroes from that era, and then Dennis Potvin is going to be fucking running our power play.
Could you have imagined? Could you imagine?
No.
Had that happened and his name going on the cup under the Rangers for 93, 94? Imagine. I mean, that seems unfathomable, right? But now, every time these fucking idiots at the Garden break out that stupid chant 5, 6, 7, 19 times a game, you put money in his asshole's pocket. Congratulations. He has officially made a buffoon out of Ranger fans.
Wow.
Because you think you're hurting this guy
and still continue to chant buffoon.
With this stupid fucking chant that got old 40 years ago that should have died in 94, and now he's got the last laugh because he's cashing in on it.
He was positively giddy last night.
Oh, he's throwing the socks. He's giving them to Kenny. He's giving them to Edzo.
I mean,
a Ranger employee and a Ranger alumni, and he's giving them socks. It's a big joke. Ranger fans, we're a fucking joke.
Exactly. There you go.
And I've been telling you for 10 years, stop the fucking chant. You won't listen. Oh, it's tradition. Well, now pot fans cashing in. So I hope you're happy. As Costa would say if he was here right now, you want to spend your hard-earned money on a pair of fucking socks? Go right ahead.
I mean, you want to.
He's got the last laugh with the cheddar.
You're chanting this stupid chant like a million times during power plays, during just ruining the mojo, and he's laughing at you. He's fucking laughing at you.
He got the last laugh.
He was getting that chant never got to him. It's one thing like if he was like a Sean Avery, a hot-headed fucking stooge who loses his mind over stuff. He has been laughing since 1979, 1980, 42 years or whatever this chant is going, laughing.
They even went so far as to show the play. And you can see Ulf Nielsen's skate get caught in the ice.
Yeah.
And Potvin falls on him.
Nielsen was soft. I'm only kidding. Yeah. I mean,
he was crap soft.
What was so dirty? I see PK Sluban did far worse to Rangers than that.
Well, he'll have a pair of socks out soon, too.
No, I know maybe it gets to the Islander fans a bit, but they got 4 rings out of him. I don't know. It's just, we've been saying it's stupid. And I know some of guys who we really respect, they like doing it. Go ahead, but just realize he's laughing at you.
Right.
Just got to give it up. Try something new, like maybe the other team sucks.
You're honoring him every night, and now he's making a fool out of you. That's it.
Same thing with Crosby sucks. Yeah, after he gets 2 goals against us and he's going to the Hall of Fame. Lemieux sucked. They all suck. Meanwhile, they're all going to the Hall of Fame. They always burn us. I'm sick and tired of the bullshit Josh Bailey. Can that guy retire, please?
I feel like there's 10 guys on that team that have been torturing me for 20 years. Clutterbuck, Martin, Bailey. I mean, Anders Lee. And enough already. I mean, when
Kyle Palmieri, isn't it over for this guy? He stinks.
Not if he keeps playing us. And that's another thing. Can somebody explain to me why they're only playing the Islanders 3 times this year? Why they only play the Devils 3 times this year? And why they're playing the Penguins 4 times? They're only playing 1 game at the IBS Arena?
Yeah, that's it. It's over.
Why is that?
Because this league is a joke.
No other league.
And another reason why I will be leaving hockey soon. They're driving me out of the sport with every fucking commercial that promotes Ranger tickets with the Chinese guy, the black guy, the cucky white guy, the woman with the diversity. I understand. I got the memo. I'm all about diversity. Stop shoving it down my fucking throat. In the 70s, in school, we'd have books with all different people and nations holding hands. I got the message. I love everybody. I don't need it in a fucking sales pitch for tickets.
I like to teach the world to sing.
They got Latinx. Fucking Sam is trying to fucking talk about Latinx. He doesn't know what Latinx is. He probably thinks it's a Latin porn. You know, Latinx, that sexy Latin porn.
Joe.
I don't want to get to the politics of it, but even some Latin people have problem with that fucking. They got to change everything. It's just so stupid. Just call everything what it is. I mean, come on.
It's pandering.
But who's deciding this shit? Nobody can. This is hockey. All right? I don't need all this other extra bullshit. I don't need it. I don't need gay appreciation night. I don't need rainbow stuff before the game. I mean, you got your stuff that's important, like your breast cancer awareness. You wear the pink. That's fine. Why does every fucking group got to be fucking represented now in hockey? It's fucking hockey. It doesn't. It's not part. I'm sorry. I mean, I lose it when I see this shit because they got all this extra shit with the boards and the gambling. The fucking gambling is driving me nuts. I got to look at some fucking jerk off come on the side of the screen and go, if you bet the game now, shut the fuck up.
Oh, Joe, here comes Zegras for Anaheim. He's a pansexual, you know.
Yeah, I don't care. It's hockey.
Oh,
Whatever this guy does, that
Joe, he's
off the ice,
he's
I don't
non-binary,
care.
Joe.
It's all inclusive. It's all hockey fans. That's our common bond. It's not. It's driving me bonkers. And it's not just. And listen, you know, I'm a fairly liberal guy, but there's a part of me that just does not like this whole fucking like. I don't know. It's a hockey game. Can we just keep it fucking separate? No other organization. You think? All right, I'm going to ask you that. I don't know the answer to this. All right, but is like I'm trying to think of a city. Well, no, that city might not work for that. The Detroit Red Wings having, binary trisexual night. I mean, are they having that? I mean, or are they having, I understand New York is a very liberal city and everything, but why does my hockey team, who's feudal in every fucking way, have to be annoying too? And it's not even that. It's the whole thing. The whole broadcast is the whole. I just hate MSG. I really do. And now they're editing the fucking coach. And now that, nobody asks a fucking intelligent question. I don't understand that. They got, who was that chick last night? The atrocious. What's her name? The one that did the game, the side bench. What's her name?
Emily Kaplan.
Oh God! First of all, that whatever that she was wearing, she looked ridiculous. And believe me, I'm no fashionista, but she looked terrible. Can't these fucking sideline reporters between the bench, whatever can they just ask a question that means something? No. Why are we going through all these motions, Jim? Can you answer it? Why? I don't care. You don't care. Everyone in this chat room doesn't care. Everybody who has ever watched it has ever said, wow, I got to tell you, that's a real, I wanted to know that. The only thing I'm kind of interested is the between the bench stuff when they chirp at each other, like you hear, he just said when he came off the ice, that kind of stuff I'm interested in, but it's terrible.
Yeah, and you never get a good report on that. And they might, you know what? That's the other thing. ESPN thinks they're so fucking clever. They mic up these players, and then they play it back, and it's just a player yelling something like, "Come on, Jonesy, hey, way to go, boys, get him."
I mean, don't they have somebody that looks at this stuff and sees if it's
useless,
edited it to something? Half the time they don't even fucking talk. You see the puck whiz by him. Oh, you hear the guy grunt. Oh, well, thank God we went to that segment. Everybody's laughing, and the between periods, they're having a good old time, and stating the obvious, and that's another thing with the announcers. Everybody hates every fucking announcer. What is this? I mean, I know that some of them are really bad, but some are just, I hate. Oh, he's doing the game? Yeah, well, guess what? Every announcer's bad. Does anybody like an announcer anymore?
I like Kenny Albert.
Yeah, well, yeah. Until he started kissing up the pot and, oh, Denny.
That's TNT. That's not. I can't.
Nah, I know. Kenny's
Kenny's got a boss too. Kenny Albert's good. I don't dislike Sean McDonough as much as most everybody else does.
Everybody hates everybody.
There are some guys I like.
I know. This is not even.
I don't dislike Sam, to be honest with you. I don't. I just think it's just comical at this point that this is what he's become.
I don't care. It's not like they're good. It's not that they're winning Stanley Cups and I'm waiting for the call. He had his one chance in '94 and blew it. Under pressure, he's not coming through. He's a rally killer, that guy.
And I'm with Max. I'll take Sam and Joe over Ray Ferraro.
I just don't
Can't
understand.
stand
I think
Ray
anybody
Ferraro
that talks too much,
He
everybody
fucking
hates everybody.
Well, I don't hate it.
That's like the Yankees with Bob Costas. Everybody fucking hated that guy. Everybody hates everybody. Everybody can announce better than everyone. It's just.
I like Kevin Burkhardt doing football. I like him.
He's all right.
I like Ian Eagle.
Oh God,
he's good. He does good. He's good at football.
He's been doing it a long time.
He has.
How about that
Dr.
Bob?
B likes us. Dr. B likes us. Hey, we don't.
What about Bob Wischusen, the voice of losing?
Yeah, actually, he doesn't say he likes us. He just says he doesn't hate us. So I guess that's something.
And there's another thing, but I know I'm all over the place because these people who go online and they say it's a disgrace. I don't know where this saying came up. When was a team full of grace that now that they're fallen to disgrace? I feel like this word is way overused when a team disappoints your emotional sensibilities. Like, I feel like there's what 32 teams in the league now. The Rangers are not going to win the Stanley Cup. I'm making that prediction right now. They're not going to win the Stanley Cup next year, the year after that, the year. So just enjoy what you can.
Don't tell me we're going to redo the over-unders. He's going under on everything.
Yeah, I mean,
under.
And then you got, the Yankees are the disgrace. It's all the Yankee fans. I don't think it's a disgrace. They just fucking lost to a better team. All right, I know they hurt your feelings because they didn't, fulfill your dreams. Your life is over. But it lost to a better team. Same thing with the Rangers last year. But I think all of us were very happy.
Elaine Bennis had some grace.
Right.
Said Elaine Bennis didn't have grace. She had some grace.
Yeah. So maybe this is all coming out because of my frustration of getting shut out by the New York Islanders.
Gotta grab a water bottle.
Okay. And I don't mean to. There's not much I can go into with the Rangers why it's happening. I think they just haven't had that work ethic and that push that they had in the first two games and in the playoffs.
Well, look, I want you to get all of your frustration out tonight because it has to get out. You have. Okay. I want you cleansed inside and out before Saturday.
Well, I may get an enema before I show up. I just they're getting the shots. I don't know. It's so early. I just don't like. And what's Gallant doing with adjustments? Is there any adjustments?
Is juggling in the lines. That's about all.
Oh, my favorite.
They did. They did try a little something different on the power play last night, but it didn't really work. Just guys moving around differently, but it's still all geared towards Zibanejad getting that one-timer. Can I ask a question? I know it's 8 games. I know we talk about overreactions, underreactions, and throwing babies out with the bathwater. Is it too soon to admit that Drury got took like a motherfucker on that Buchnevich deal yet? Are we ready? I mean, this is Sammy Blake. Are we kidding with this? Are we kidding with this guy?
Welcome
We really think this guy's not even a third liner. This guy's a fifth liner.
His adjustments are a disgrace. That trade is a disgrace.
His adjustments are a disgrace. Is Sammy Blay a disgrace? I mean,
he's a one-trick pony. That's it.
All he does is hit.
He hits, and I love that he hits. And maybe with a different line combination, except with the slow-mo Reeves there, it was retires. Reeves, retire. You stink. Again, if you put Sammy Blay and Barkley Goodrow on a fourth line, but you don't have that. Also, Jimmy Vesey 2.0, goodbye. Get out of here. I don't see anything.
I'm okay with. I'm still all right with Vesey. He did have the nice assist on the Fox goal.
Yes, that was nice. But
that was nice.
And I understand.
Okay. If Vesey's just playing fourth line, I'm fine with that. But because he can contribute a little bit offensively.
Right, I take it back. You got to have players who make no money that can just play.
But I'm sorry, this is a bugaboo with me all the time. And last night Josh Gimble mentioned it in our group thread. He beat me to it by 10 seconds. 5 minutes to go last night. They're down 2-0, and Ryan Reeves and Sammy Blay are on the ice. There is no one on this planet, not fucking Scotty Bowman, not Toe Blake, not Lester Patrick, Fred Shiro, Emil Francis. No one could explain that to me and have it make sense. There is no reason for that. I have never coached a day of hockey at any level in my life, but I fucking know well that you don't put two guys who contribute nothing offensively on the ice down 2 with 5 minutes to go. It doesn't make sense, Eddie. Tell me that's a disgrace. That's a disgrace. That's a disgrace. This coach, for all the 52 wins last year, this guy just does some mind-boggling fucking shit sometimes. Mind-boggling.
And I know people saying the Buchnevich trade, but the fact that they targeted Sammy Blay, you couldn't get anybody better than this guy. And listen, we haven't seen a lot of Sammy Blay. He got hurt. I think maybe with the right combo, he could still work out, but you didn't have to trade a fucking 70-point guy to get this guy. Not 70 points, but he had almost 30 and 30.
There was no better deal out there.
I would personally, they were really hamstrung because they have to pay some people down the line, but that it just
you know what,
it looks bad on paper. That's all I'm saying. And
I kept wanting to tell myself this wasn't true, but I can't help but wonder. Well, Tom Wilson reshaped this entire franchise.
Yeah, for what?
And we had one good year. We had one good run of luck, and now we're going to pay for it. We got 2 lines that produce nothing. Nothing.
It's still early. I'm not gonna, but right now, like you said, we got to cleanse ourselves.
We got to. I got to.
Well, you got to cleanse yourself. I want to
come into the city Saturday and have fun. I'm gonna.
I think the Rangers
get my contact high walking uptown and.
Yeah, no. People are going to bid about
smells like weed or shit.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. But we got a lot of grievances right now, but
got a lot of problems with you people.
Yeah. But it's still so early. And also, come on,
It's early. It can all start to turn around Saturday.
it's 2 or 3 starts, but Halak looks bad.
I'm gonna and I got a video that's gonna. It's some people might have seen this. I'm sure you haven't. This just made its way onto Twitter. Maybe a couple hours ago, Joe. And this is gonna piss everybody off.
This is another disgrace.
This is a disgrace. Has nothing directly to do with the Rangers, but it's going to affect the Rangers this weekend.
Uh-oh.
You want to see it now?
Yeah, let me see it now. I'm all hopped up.
All right.
I'm hot.
Look at this fucking bullshit.
Was Halak out drinking before the game?
No. So first we're going to read this. This is from this tweet account, PHNX Coyotes. We got a first look. I'm going to read this to you in case for those of you listening on podcast.
Okay.
We got a first look at the temporary visiting team spaces, dressing room, training areas for the first 4 games at the Mullet Arena.
What?
That's the arena that the Coyotes are playing in Phoenix. The annex is being built and expected to be ready in December. So the Rangers are in Arizona Sunday night to play this fucking joke of a franchise. And I'm sorry, Mr. Gaduzzi, but they are a joke of a franchise. Check this shit out.
The fuck? It looks
so this is the temporary for these 4
There's the
games.
Boards. So we're literally on the ice floor, okay?
So if you're listening on audio, there's curtains. This is literally like an uniced rink.
Yeah.
Pipes and drapes.
Yeah.
It is a fascinating locker room setup. Obviously, this is not what the visiting locker room at Mullet.
This is not fascinating. This is the National fucking Hockey League, not some goddamn pee-wee rink in the middle of fucking Minnesota. This is not fascinating, you dunce, you fucking moron. And look at here's another thing while I'm paused here. On the boards, Bar S, which are like the cheapest fucking 89-cent hot dogs made from pig shit. I don't know to tell you something about this franchise. This is not fascinating, you fucking dunce.
Will be.
So they're going to lock the community rink when visiting NHL teams here. Nobody's going to have access to this other than the visiting team. So they're actually going to have access to a massive space. It's just not what they've grown accustomed to. But I want to point something out. This is not something new. I know that the images, the actual imagery will be new to a lot of people. And once we put this out on social media, I can predict the responses that we're going to get, particularly from north of the border. And that's why I wanted to talk to Javier Gutierrez. The timing was really good. I happened to have an interview set up with him, and I brought this up. And so Javier Gutierrez, a lot of this will be contained in the story that will run Thursday as I set up the first NHL game at Mullet Arena. But I spoke to Javier Gutierrez at length, and he addressed the visiting team area specifically. So we have a lengthy, but you know me, I like nuance. I like detail. I don't like just a quick soundbite. So here's what Javier Gutierrez had to say about this.
So for those listening on audio, he said, as far as these temporary locker rooms, NHL league office and hockey operations folks have been involved throughout the entire process. We've had constant communication with the Players Association, not only about these 4 games in the temporary locker room and facilities that we would have to build out, but the entire annex. So from day one, there has been communication about all of this. All 4 teams that are coming are fully aware of the setup. I have had conversations and outreach and communication with all of those teams. We have made ourselves available for any questions or concerns. I think they are all confident that if the league office and their stellar staff on the hockey operations side is involved and they have signed off on it, that it is appropriate for them. So this is
That is...
It was like a fucking flea market.
That is disgraceful. This is the national
disgrace.
Where are the Rangers? They're not on the ice. Oh, they're backstage. They're getting dressed behind the curtains.
They're at a hockey card show.
Are you kidding me? And yes, thank you, Adam. I wouldn't feed a stray dog Bar S hot dogs. Exactly.
Well, I don't know about
If you're old enough to remember Pathmark No Frills, these are like bar ads are like No Frills hot dogs.
Well, I mean, won't that be replaced by some glitchy fucking graphic? Oh, that's behind. Why are there boards there?
I don't know if that's like the spare rink, if that's the practice rink. I don't know. All I know is how anybody finds this to be an acceptable situation for an NHL hockey team is beyond me. And the answer is I'm answering my own question because it's the NHL. Do you think any NFL team would play?
No.
Imagine playing for the Rangers or a team like the Rangers, a team that is well financed and well funded and is used to the best of everything. The Bruins, the Maple Leafs, the Canadians, the Minnesota Wild, even the Colorado Avalanche, and you show up and you're getting dressed behind a bunch of fucking drapes. Come on, we got to do better than this. That's 25-year failed experiment, and just keep throwing the definition of insanity. RC Cola is classier than that locker room. Can you believe that?
No, I can't. I can't. I think about, I hate Mario Lemieux's guts, but when he called this a garage league,
he was absolutely right.
30, 40 years, he's right.
He was absolutely right. He was absolutely right. Go back and look at last night. Ryan Lindgren gets called for a high stick. It's not even his stick. They review the play, and they can't change it. They review the play, and they can't change it. They look at the play. They know it's not Ryan Lindgren's high stick, and they still have to send him to the penalty box. No other league does things like this.
It's really bad. I mean, you would think the Rangers haven't won a game all season, but it seems like it.
What did somebody say about Mystery Alaska? They had nicer accommodations for the Rangers in Mystery Alaska.
I like that.
I mean, that's like in major leagues when Rachel Phelps is trying to sell the team and she says, oh, maybe they're being too coddled, and they're on the bus. They're all riding on the bus.
Alec is making me laugh with the Mexican border kids in cages. That's what that looks like. Like at the border.
Sam and Joe aren't doing the road trip. They're going to call the the game on Saturday from the studio.
Yep.
Might have to go looking for the boys when I get off the bus in the city on Saturday. They were looking for them
around.
Oh, Joe. Oh,
Joe. Look at that.
Oh, Joe. Look. Oh,
the fact
that's it. Now I've got a purpose.
Yeah, there you go. And you got a professional. I mean, I don't know how you put professional athletes in that freaking place. They're going to be sitting around on folding chairs saying, what the hell? What is going on? Am I some bizarro dream?
Right.
I don't know.
Do the Rangers have to get dressed like at the hotel and ride on the bus to the game in their uniform, like I used to do at high school, playing high school football, where you got dressed at your own high school and then you rode 45 minutes to Wall Township to play a game?
Well, what was that podcast there? That guy had caterpillars for eyebrows.
I don't know. It came up on Twitter. Somebody retweeted it, and I was going to just respond to it and say, this is a fucking joke, right? But I don't want to. I wasn't.
Yeah,
it's not his idea. He didn't make the rules. He's just reporting them.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, Joe, we're walking around. Well, hey, we could get Sam to come to the viewing party in between periods. We'll send an Uber down.
Okay.
We'll send a street limo down for him.
Maybe
he could win that Igor Shesterkin jersey.
Bring him some pizza so we can consume the pizza. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I mean. It's just right now, I guess, patience. But I was talking about Halak. I think he's been pretty bad. I'm starting to wish for the days of Georgiev. Too soon?
Georgiev looked pretty good in that shootout the other night. That shootout win, win for them, loss for us.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. How do you guys feel about Halak? Just give him some time with Benoit Olaire, and he'll be fine.
Was he 38? What's he going to learn? What new is he going to?
That's true. Well, you don't know.
Bit of an old dog, right?
Conditioning or something.
I don't know. All I know is when he was an Islander, he couldn't lose in the Garden. Puts on a Ranger jersey, gives up 5 goals to the Coats.
Oh, the Coats were on fire, Sam.
Oh, Joe.
That hurt.
Oh, Brett Larson, Joe. The good coach. He's a good man.
He's a good man. Well, that means he's a failure. If those guys think he's a good man. But I don't know. I'm kind of in a wait and see. It's almost like, it's going to be tougher this year. It's just not good. Teams are ready for them. Although the Islanders stink. Didn't they lose a couple games in a row and then we come out and lay a goose egg in that place? It's always the same crap with this team. With the Islanders, with the Rangers, I feel like I'm on rinse and repeat all the time. I guess last year came pretty easy, a lot of the wins. So I don't know. It's too early to go crazy. I mean, in 10 more games, I'll have a definite. Take about 15, 20 games, and then I could start to really. I feel like the Rangers have nobody they can call up to kind of. Your boys they buried him in Hartford. Trevino. He's a healthy scratch, from what I hear.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Did anybody else could corroborate that?
How
I think
dare
Joe
they do that
Garcia
to
was
the
down. He
Italians?
caught a whale. He caught a whale game. He said Will Cooley looked pretty good.
Yes.
It surprised me because Cooley didn't look great in camp, but
we got to get Cody Bondra to see if he can make some time for us. He did a video on Instagram the other day for opening night for the Wolf Pack, so he's still covering them, but he's very busy with the music and the
he's I got to tell you that Cody Bondra could sing like for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sean heard he says he hears rumblings of the ECHL for Trevino. Poor Bobby, another eye tie. They just shunning.
It's anti-Italian discrimination. I'm telling you, with this organization.
Why don't they have that? Why don't they have
I
Italian?
mean,
they don't have.
Terry had to go. D'Angelo had to go. Di Giuseppe had to go.
Well, let me ask you something.
How many more Italians have to suffer?
Right.
Disgraziata.
Let me ask you this. And again, this goes back to the social stuff. And I love everybody. I really do, man. But what happened to Polish night, Italian night, German night? Like, the first immigrants that came to this country. You know what I'm saying? Now, every special interest group has a fucking night. How come we don't have Italian night where you get a fucking, half off
meatball sub?
A meatball sub. Polish night, what do you get? The kielbasa?
2 for 1 Stellas.
Or even Jewish night.
Right, what about Jewish night?
A knish? I love a knish.
The Mets have Jewish Heritage Night, don't they?
Of course they do. I don't know.
I think they do. The Mets have an Irish night, too, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't understand.
Give everybody a night.
Diversity night. We got all these. What happened to the first people that I used to know that were?
What about an Amish night?
Nah, they don't even like electricity, those people. I mean, I don't know. The Puritans, Joe, they escaped religious persecution.
Rollo gets extra points for a Sopranos reference.
Well, I mean, the Christopher Columbus. Isn't that something else? Indigenous Nations Day or something?
Indigenous Peoples Day.
Stop. Please. to stop everybody. It's never going to stop, but I can hope and dream. Fuck the Guineas. Well, there goes your Filipino night, Darwin. I don't know, man.
Just everybody, just sell everybody.
The whole organization stinks. They're gouging everybody every which way but loose. Then you got these other idiots. We were talking on a private message there about these people who are begging for shit. People stalking these young players like pedophiles. Fucking stop it. I mean, come on. They're making me hate the game and hate the people. There's certain faction, but the people here and listen to this show are top notch. I love you all in some way, fashion, but it's just it's making it unwatchable. If the Rangers were winning all the time, winning Stanley Cups, it would be gravy. But I got to see this Stinko team lose to the Islanders way too many times in the last 40 years.
Every little thing is magnified when you're not winning. Everything.
It's true. That is one thing
we're picking on the fact that there's no Polish night. We're picking on the announcers. We're picking on everything. Well, one thing we haven't talked about yet. We'll get into it in 1 second. I want to mention before we go any further. Do you love me? Saturday, just 2 days away, Edward.
I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it.
McHale's at 51st and 8th Avenue in New York City. The Rangers taking on the Dallas Stars. They're going to get off the Schneid on Saturday.
Oh, you heard it
2
here.
p.m. game. The fun starts 1 o'clock. Usually people start showing up. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got a lot of stuff to give away. Some lucky raffle winner is going home with an authentic, purchased straight from Madison Square Garden, right out of the team store. Number 31, Igor Shesterkin jersey. Just like the one in the picture there. Just like the one he's wearing. Somebody's going home with one of those bad boys. Got some other stuff to give away. We're going to have a lot of fun. If you've never been to one of our viewing parties, I can tell you there's nothing like it. We have a great time. The jokes are flowing. The chants, it's loud. We're raucous. McHale's is a great place. They give us a room upstairs. They take great care of us. The food is good. The beer is cold. And that's all you got to know.
Costa's bringing his rally monkey.
Costa will have his rally monkey. Costa will be there at 9 a.m. He will set up his tchotchkes. He's like an old lady going to bingo. He's got his markers. He's got his lucky tchotchkes. He's got his candles. He's got one of those Virgin Mary candles that he lights. Says a few prayers. He throws a little holy water. He puts on the big Greek Orthodox hat, does a couple of chants. There are a lot of fun.
Gonna have. I think the Rangers will be surprised if we can keep Niels Lundqvist off the board.
Right. And it occurred to me that, the Rangers, we had 2 viewing parties last year. The Rangers lost both games. The last time it's been almost 3 years now since we've seen a Ranger win at a viewing party because of all the COVID bullshit, of course. But that viewing party that they won, that last one, that's one for the ages. That was the 4-0.
I'll never forget that game.
That was one of the most amazing games of my life.
That's how I shared it with all my friends.
Came all the way back. It was unbelievable. I swear to God, we blew the roof off the dump that was at Slattery's. So if you can come on out Saturday afternoon in the city, it's going to be a nice day. No excuse not to come. Every time I post something about it in the group or in the event, all I see is people, wish I could make it. I can't make this one. Maybe someday. I don't want to hear it. This is like our 28th viewing party. Everybody makes excuses. I don't embrace excuses. I embrace solutions. John Tapper. Bar Rescue. Just be there. Just be there. Just do it.
Exactly.
Call out of work.
It's a disgrace if you don't show
That's
up.
it, right. Call out of work. Get in the car. Come on.
It's like now, I don't know what you did, but when the Rangers won in 94, where were you living in 94?
I was living in Brick, New Jersey.
Okay.
Well, for the first half of the playoffs, I was living in Ortley Beach, New Jersey, and then actually moved during the finals. we moved to a townhouse in brick. So that's your answer.
Okay. Now, did you go to the parade?
Oh yes. Yep. Call that a work. The whole. Yep.
I know, and I won't mention any names. Guys I watched games with night in and night out for decades did not go to that parade because they had to work or they had to do something responsible. Now there was a there was a train strike, which made it harder to get into the city, but they did have a place where you could go to Shea Stadium, and they would bus you from there, or you take the they would bus you from there, or take the train or whatever, subway, whatever. I'm not sure if that was I think it was a bus. I'm not even sure, but so this to me is like the '94 finals. If you don't show up, oh, Don, you really now you're gonna throw me off.
We got to talk about it. I want you to finish
No,
though.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't give a fuck about these retro jerseys, Jim, and I'm sick and tired of people talking about it. I like the Liberty, but they don't like the I don't like the sleeves. I like the traditional Liberty. I like it, and it's always like, well, I like the pajama ones. We always go back.
All I want to know is, do you like them or you don't like them?
I don't give a fuck.
You don't care.
I mean, I'm nothing against you for bringing it up. I'm just saying, I don't care.
Hey, look, we talk about what the fans talk about on this show.
Rinse and repeat. I'm gonna have to talk about these retro jerseys every year now because they want to make more money. Sorry, I'm not talking about it. What's your take?
I just think it's late. Same thing I said last year when they introduced the same jersey just in a different color. It was lazy. The the only thing I like about this jersey, the one thing I do like about it is I like the old original 6 NHL logo on the collar. That's it.
Can you zoom in on that? Because I don't know. I didn't see that.
Yes. Here, I'll bring it back up.
So, Connor, you bought this jersey or some other retro jersey?
Can you see it there, Eddie?
Oh, yes, I see that. Yes, I like that. I like anything that, whatever.
I just think it's lazy. I think all they did was they took last year's jersey, they changed the color. Big deal. No imagination. There's so many things they could do with a jersey. The Winter Classic, it's like they did a great job with the original Winter Classic jersey, and everything since then has just been one lazy attempt.
Oh, yes. Was that the ones they wore in that? I guess
against Philly.
Yeah, when Mike Rupp scored those goals.
Yeah, it was like a cream color with a little, with like a smaller, skinnier shield.
Yeah,
they were beautiful.
Yes, those were really nice.
Navy blue sleeves.
Can't they have a guy with a cowboy hat waving a lasso? Rangers,
right?
Something like that. Do something crazy. How about the state of New York in it? I've seen like knockoffs of that. Something. You rearrange the colors. You make diagonals on the sleeves. This is stupid.
No creativity.
Well, just do what we grew up with the New York across. Something. Just more annoyance. I'm not getting much joy. The mighty Crafts office struck out. I don't know. But as far as
everything's a train wreck.
I mean, I'm sorry for kind of just getting, but I got to vent. I got to have a lot of fun. And I think I am going to have a lot of fun because I got a feeling the Rangers are going to win.
Got to cleanse.
I mean, because I think it's just going to be kind of a tumultuous season. It isn't easy to win, like that, the way the Rangers won last year, 52 wins or whatever they had. I mean, it's not going to be that easy. And, but it's just incredibly frustrating for me to to watch them lose to the Islanders. It just hurts me more than any team. I know you guys who live in Jersey, you feel it, the Devils, but that team is such a joke in every way. And I got to see Dennis Potvin's fucking mug on there, and then he's talking during their whole fucking range of 4-minute consecutive power play. It annoyed me even more.
Right.
And it just, I mean, so when is it? When do you hit the panic button, Jim? When do you say, "Uh-oh"?
Well, I think you know, we're heading into, you know, a bit of a rough stretch here. I mean, you know, these games were supposed to be a little. These were opponents that the Rangers should have beat, the Islanders, and now, you know, Dallas is a pretty good team. Arizona gave the Rangers 2 very tough games last year. Plus, that's on back-to-back nights. You know, the Rangers are going to fly out of Dallas, play in Arizona, I think, at 5 o'clock Arizona time. So the time difference, jet lag, you know, flying across the country in a span of 48 hours, playing 2 games. It's not going to be easy. And then I forget what was the let me see what happens after Arizona. I forget now. I'm looking. Then after that, then we're into November. Then they come home for Philly, Boston, and Detroit. Philly's playing well. Boston's the best team in the conference right now, if I remember correctly. Detroit's playing well. And then they got the Islanders again. So, you know, and the Rangers, that's another thing about the schedule. The Rangers play the Islanders for the last time this season on December. I think it's December 21st. And then they don't play the Islanders again this year. How is that possible? How is that possible?
I don't know how to figure out the schedule. That's just ridiculous. Well, I don't know what else to say except I am going to psych myself up, and I'm going to cheer so loud Saturday afternoon. I want to win. I want to win that Chesterkin jersey. I want to I want to wave it in people's faces and just taunt anybody who loses. Oh, wait a minute! The great Costa.
He gets so excited when the days leading up to the view. He's like, it's like Christmas. He gets so excited. I love him for that.
Yep.
I love the fact that this means so much to you. It really does.
Because you're mi familia. That's why.
I think that's fantastic. I really do. It's reasons like that are why it would have kept us going for 13 years. To know that we've been doing something like this brings this much joy to you. Even if you were the only person that showed up on Saturday, Coach.
I'd still have fun.
Guys, what's gonna happen when we're gone with this fan base?
And when I'm dead?
Yeah, when you guys are gone. I'm telling you, the way they're acting, when fans like you and me who've been around for this fan base is gonna shrink. I'm telling you right now. I would be shocked if this league becomes like fucking arena football.
I don't know. I just think it's like
because they're trying to. I mean, I hate to tell you this. I hate to tell you this, Gary, if you're listening. Some people
sure he is.
He's been known to listen.
Some people are not going to buy. Are not going to buy what you're selling, no matter how much you try to pasteurize, homogenize, and sanitize. They ain't going to buy it, my man. Stop it.
I agree.
You need to go with what brought you to the dance. I think
it turns off a lot of people.
Why you're gonna? I know it's a business. You got to make money, but I'm telling you right now. But once all us fans have been around for like 30, 40, 50 years, we're all dead and gone. I'm telling you, you're not gonna have. It's gonna be less because they're going after these what the fuck?
Niche little groups.
Yes, exactly.
And
they're pandering. They're pandering basically.
Right. And they also, first of all, it's like P.T. Barnum said, there's a sucker born every minute. So, but you're right. They've destroyed the game. They've made it unaffordable. Now they're trying to make it unwatchable. So, so I think there will be younger fans who won't be the things we saw on it when we were back in the day. I mean, we suffered through the new rules, the absurd rules, like Jim was talking about, the Lindgren, where they actually see it, but they can't call it. And, like the high stick. And it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And they're squeezing every little bit of money and cash to get out of the fans. And,
and they're just some fans have no problem paying it. They got no problem.
There'll always be those people,
Now, and I've said this many times. I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna put them on the spot again. The Rock.
Listen, Gary.
World, the fucking whatever her name is.
What?
The Rocks, they buy the season tickets, all those fucking jabones.
I don't begrudge.
And to them it's a business. To them it's a business because they're not going to go to all 41 home games.
Well, let me ask you this: you go to a game, it's a lot more special than watching it on TV. Would you agree?
Not anymore. No,
not
anymore.
I think to me it is.
To me it
is.
I mean, if I lived next door to the Garden, I would go to every game.
And for me, I didn't live in the area for a long time. So, whereas I grew up going to 3, 4, 5 games a year. And then, when I was working and was able to afford it myself, I was going to, 4 or 5 times a year. And it's still New York City. It's still the Garden. And,
Yeah, but now it's all pasteurized, homogenized, and sanitized for your protection.
Yeah, but it's still live hockey. It's still
look. I've gone to non-NHL games live. I think they're just as fun as going to an NHL game.
Yeah, but you look at it from
honestly.
But those,
I don't.
I've been to Ranger playoff games where and this is 2015.
I went to one game. It was great. Even though it was in Jersey, it was great. It was great. It was a great time. I had a great time.
So even though they got their ass talking about,
it was a great time.
I'm sorry, but when you're at the Garden, and they're winning, and they score a goal, and 18,000 people are singing that goal, so there's nothing like that. There's nothing compares to that.
Yes,
just there's nothing.
When they're playing a game 7 at the Garden. When
for that, yeah, there's nothing like.
I mean,
nothing
we
like
saw
playoff
it last
hockey.
year.
Oh, there's nothing like playoff hockey at the Garden. That's forget about it.
That's we did go through that period where after they built the bridge there, the renovation, where it was fucking Dullsville. It was quiet in that arena, But so when the Rangers win, it gets a little bit louder.
It's just the clientele there now is like, we've talked about this many times,
Yeah, well, we certainly know it's not full of old crotchety fucking bastards like we were. It's a bunch of there's a lot of young people there. There's kids begging for stuff. There's adults begging for stuff. Everybody's just begging for sticks and whatever. Pucks, throw me this. It's my birthday.
Right. Gimme.
Gimme. But
all right, Costa, we're gonna let you go. Let's talk to Connor real quick, and then we're gonna get out of here.
Yeah, we'll see.
I gotta be 100%.
Bring that Ranger monkey. My sister-in-law wanted. Oh, okay.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Bye. What's up, Connor?
There he is. What is that? That's your retro jersey?
No, this is just the usual white. I'm saving the retro for Saturday.
Oh, okay.
That is kind of retro though, because there's no laces.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So it's not like authentic, but it does the job. It's sewn in at least, so therefore it's not. It's good.
But
But
what about the hat? What are you wearing in the hat, Andy Pettit? Wow, see, I like that. I don't like when people cross sports. Like if that was a Blue Jays hat, I wouldn't like it.
well, I don't want to look like a billboard, obviously, so I'm not gonna do that.
So, Connor, your thoughts, your prayers, what's going on?
Well, I'm preaching to the choir. These last 4 games have been a disgrace. So.
Oh God, he hits me with the disgrace.
I wish I had that Paulie clip.
Faguzzi?
No, where it's a disgrace. I forget.
Oh
If
yeah.
this player doesn't get 10 games, it's a disgrace to the league or whatever it was.
What the fuck did I watch last night? How do we get shut out by the Islanders of all teams? I mean, it's just...
I don't know, Connor.
He shut him out last year too, didn't he?
I don't know, but
He had
pretty
7
good.
shutouts. I wouldn't doubt if he hadn't shut out the Rangers.
Pretty sure he did.
He's a good goalie, but they really never tested him last night.
Yeah, well, I guess it's further proof that Halak is still a Rangers killer.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, what can I say? This team is forever a headache. Did you guys see the alumni that they're having for the Flyers game next month?
The alumni?
Yeah, they're having an alumni night with Darren Langdon and Tom Laidlow.
I thought that was last night. I thought that was the Colorado game. I thought they did that, didn't they?
It's November 1st against the Flyers.
Oh, okay. And the Islanders did shut out the Rangers last year, but it was Varlamov.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I just looked it up.
That alumni, that's people are gonna come down for that. I mean,
they're really scraped into the bottom of the barrel with the alumni here.
I'm gonna say that's pretty bad.
I mean, Eddie, you're better off.
What's wrong with Laidlaw?
Wegmans and finding better alumni there.
Laidlaw was a pretty good Ranger.
Okay,
He's all right, but
no,
it's like were they gonna have Peter Popovic night? You know, these guys are not legends. How many cups did we win with Laidlaw?
Yeah, but guy played.
No, I'm not saying I didn't like him. I mean, he was physical.
7 years with the Rangers. Former guest of the show.
Oh.
I don't know. What do you do for me? Nothing.
Came on the show.
He doesn't pay my bills.
Yeah.
I ain't coming down. I hate people say that.
No, we saved that. No, your chairs pay your bills.
And then what?
Eddie, are you raffling off one of your chairs at the viewing park?
No, I'm a wholesaler and I sell these things. I cannot be raffling off them. My additional income will go down. Just put a new driveway in the house.
Oh.
Really did not know how expensive driveways are. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
But you know me.
Driveway walnut proof?
What'd you say?
I said, is this driveway walnut tree proof?
The walnut tree has been cut down.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of trees bit the dust. That's another thing that's ridiculous. They want to take down a tree at $600.
Oh my god! Did you at least get some walnut firewood out of it?
No, I did take some of the walnuts and threw them at my neighbor's lawn. But that was
is he an Islanders fan?
No, he's just really weird, like everybody else where I live. So I fit right in.
Yeah.
So, yeah, gotta get the.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, those idiots.
Oh,
yeah, that new asphalt, the concrete. Apparently, I learned a lot about driveways. I know this is really interesting, but concrete is lasts longer than asphalt and is more expensive. So,
I mean, now that I think about it, driveways have about the same enthusiasm level as Joe Micheletti is calling a Rangers game.
Oh yes.
And now we're into his stand-up routine.
Hey, here we go.
Ah, jeez.
How are you coming in? Are you taking the bus or a train on Saturday?
Taking the bus. So I'm getting in early, getting out late, and doing the usual shtick.
All right, I'm gonna need your return bus info on Saturday just in case. I need to know. I need to know where you need to be.
Well, I am planning to wear underneath my jersey. I am planning to wear that shirt that says, "If I am found, please contact Jim Schmiedeberg."
Good.
So we'll be fine.
All right. All right. We'll see you. We'll see you Saturday.
We'll eventually put a chip in you.
Yeah.
So we make sure that you're safe at all times.
I'll be fine.
All right, Con. I'll see you Saturday, baby.
All right. Safe travels.
I've got my bus station bench reserved.
All right. See you later.
Take care.
Bye.
Connor will be appearing at Giggles next week.
Uncle Vinny's Chuckle Hut.
Yes, Uncle Vinny's Chuckle Hut.
In Roanoke, Virginia.
Yeah. Well,
I must go rest my pipes.
Yeah, rest your pipes. Get some
Ludens.
Yeah, have some Ludens. Maybe gargle with some honey.
Yes.
There's those pipes. And I'm gonna be out Friday night. Hopefully, I'll be coming in with my brother and my sister-in-law. So it's gonna be fun, and I can't wait to see all the regulars.
Your brother's coming?
Yes.
Oh wow, we haven't seen your brother in a while.
Yeah, I think my brother is. I think he's after that Chesterkin jersey. I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. His wife she loves Chesterkin. She also loves Cam Talbot as well. But anyway, so yeah, I can't wait to see you guys, man.
It's going to be a blast. It always is. I'm looking forward to seeing the entire crew.
Have we have any rough amount? What kind of people? How many people?
We're usually between 30 and 40. We've had as many as 60. We've had as few as 25, and that was in a snowstorm. So we're usually good for, between 35, 40, 45. So looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it too, guys.
Everybody safe travels in on Saturday. We will see you then. And hopefully the Rangers get off the schneid. Eddie, I'm looking forward to seeing you.
Yes, always.
And it's been a fun show.
Is Jen coming?
No. I will be solo. She has to work. So, yeah, it sucks. Believe me.
All right.
All right. We'll see you guys Saturday. We love you. Let's go Rangers. Good night, everybody.